Hello students, you are welcome to today's lesson. Today we'll be looking at another interesting topic, latitude and distance. And also at this lesson, we'll be looking at various objectives. One, we should be able to state the meaning of latitude. What do we refer to as latitude? What line of the globe do we refer to as latitude? And also, we'll be looking at another interesting line of latitude, which is called the equator. We should be able to define the equator. How do we define the equator? Why is there a specific interest to the equator? Also, we'll be looking at being able to identify the important lines of latitude. And of course, of what uses is latitude to us. Why do we need to study latitude? All this is what we are going to be looking at. Also, we should be able to calculate the distances between 2 points on a map or on the globe. Now, we are going to look out for how to calculate distances between 2 points. Now, the question is, what is latitude? In geography, latitude is a coordinate that specifies the north-south position of or on the surface of the earth. We can simply say that latitude is a measurement on the globe or map of location north or south of the equator. We can also say that latitudes are arc suspended by an angle on Earth's center and measured in a north-south plane poleward from the equator. Latitude is given as an angle that ranges from 90 degrees at the South Pole to 90 degrees at the North Pole, with 0 at the equator. Lines of constant latitude or parallels run east to west as circles parallel to the equator. Lines of latitudes are also imaginary lines drawn on the globe running from east to west. Next is the equator. The question is, where is the equator? The equator divides the Earth into the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. It marks the location of 0 degree latitude. Latitude represents an angular distance, north or south of the equator. The equator marks the location north or south on the earth that are equidistant from the north or south poles. The equator is the only line of latitude that is a great circle. All the other lines of latitude are small circle. Everything north of the equator is known as the northern hemisphere, and everything south of the equator is known as the southern hemisphere. Next is the important lines of latitude. The equator is one of the important lines of latitude, and it is numbered 0 degree. We also have the Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Cancer ranges 23.5 degree north, and Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south. We also have the Arctic Circle 66.5 degree south, and the Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south. The North Poles and South Poles, each of which is 90 degrees north and 90 degrees south. The Tropic of Cancer, which is also referred to as the Northern Tropics, is the most northerly circle of latitude on Earth at which the sun can be directly overhead, while that of the Tropic of Capricorn is the circle of latitude that contains the subsolar point at the December solstice. It is thus the southernmost latitude where the sun can be seen directly overhead. Of course, the Arctic Circle, there are parallels of latitude around the Earth that are approximately 66.5 degrees, and they are inclined at 323 one quarter to the vertical, and this marks the southern limit of the Earth each year, and the sun does not set. While the Antarctic Circle is the most southerly of the 5 major circles of latitude that marks the Earth. Next is the importance of latitude, the lines of the uses of lines of latitude. The lines of latitude, in conjunction with that of the longitude, they are used to determine the exact location of places on the atlas map. Also, they are used to calculate the distance between two places on the surface of the Earth. Looking at some basic facts of the lines of latitude, it said they are usually measured in degrees since it represents the angular distance of a point on the surface of the Earth. Lines of latitude run east to west, and they are parallel to the equator, which divides the Earth into two equal halves. The distance between one latitude to other is 111 kilometer, and they are sometimes called parallels of latitude. Next, we'll be looking at some calculations of distance using lines of latitude. For us to calculate the distance between two places, there are some instructions which we must adhere to. One, the first is to locate the two places involved and to find the latitude differences between the two places involved. Now, for us to calculate the distances between two places, we must adhere to these instructions. With this, we can calculate the distances between two places on a map, whether they are on same hemisphere or not. Like we said, you locate the two places involved, after which you look out for the differences between the two places involved in the map. Now, to further illustrate how we can arrive at the exact distance between two places, we use the formula. North, you subtract. If they are on the same hemisphere, north, south, you subtract. If they are in different hemisphere, north, south, you add. And if it is on the equator, north, south, is either you add or you subtract. Then what next do we need to do? We multiply the latitude difference by 111 kilometer. The formula is 1 degree is equivalent to 111 kilometer. Now let's take example 1. Calculate the approximate distance in a straight line between Tema 6 degree and London 52 degree north. Both are in the same hemisphere. What we do, we get the differences between the two places, and that gives us 52 minus 6, which is 46. Don't forget, we said average distance of 1 degree is equivalent to 111 kilometer. Therefore, 46 degree will multiply 111 kilometer, and that gives us 5,106 kilometer. So that is the actual differences between the two places involved in the map. Thank you very much. With this, we have come to the end of our lesson. Please do well to attempt your quizzes and ask questions if there are any. Thank you very much and see you in my next class. Bye for now.